The thing is, the Hayabusa can just use the quad shadows to get in and out.
So now I wonder if we are going to see this Farsa dominate this game because of the range advantage, or will we see Onic PH go full swing into 5 people here? Let's find out as we head into the game. Bren Esports versus Onic PH, Game 1.
Okay, so I like the show tank or support that they're doing here. It's on Lusty side, so you know that it's gonna go for that concussive blast emblem.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like it because it gives an extra oomph to this show.
That's right.
Like Cho won't be getting the normal items that he uses. Like he won't be getting those Blade of Despairs or anything like that. But he will still get the extra help coming out of the concussive
Yeah,
blast.
there's extra damage, but you also have to note that this show is going to be a little bit squishier than the show that we usually see, simply because it is on a mass setup, especially in the early game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe later on they can compensate for it, but for now they will have to deal with just some really good picks. And so far, so good for both teams. They are not showing any big signs of weaknesses yet. And everyone, all the carries are getting the farm that they
Mm-hmm.
need.
And speaking of weaknesses here for the side of Bren Esports, I just feel that as long as the lanes remain stagnant, nothing's happening in any of the sides here on the map. Like Yaknu will just be, forcing out those average avarice procs to just get him the extra gold that he needs to go online early.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh boy, Lusty almost got taken care of there. But Feathered Airstrike, good amount of damage. Carl Teasy cleans it up. And we'll be going for first blood on the few.
I like the thing about Few here is just showing us how good is he in just calculating out the damage. He saw Jay, he just goes for the feathered airstrike, and he just called Kartzy, and he just went, okay, finish it off. You got this.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good because you also want to get Few as much damage output as possible. Let's have a look at the Gillette instant replay there for Lusty. A pretty good bait, forcing Jay to go out of position. That's pretty smart. And then, of course, Carl Teasy, despite being the Hayabusa, just allowing Few to pick that up.
And that is the Gillette instant replay, the best a man can get, and shave the day. Yeah, shave the day. I kind of remember that. That was probably the best thing or the best hashtag that I heard earlier.
Yep.
But right now, Jay, it's here, and look at this. Oh my goodness, that dragon, Rawheart, that dragon.
Yep, the dragon is real, a double for Few, and they just keep going on and on and on. Flat TZ and Carl TZ, a great combo for invading the buff at this point of the game. Now it's gonna be Bren Esports with the ability to go straight into Onic PH for that turtle, but they will just take it slow and steady, knowing that the rest of Onic PH might be starting to get in position.
Now, Yuzhong there, just using the ultimate to get in the phases here on the side of Onic PH. It was enough to force them back out, and it was enough for Bren Esports to get 1 kill out of it. And that says a lot.
Yeah, it really does. It says a lot considering how far ahead Bren Esports feels like right now. But the economy is showing something different. It's just 1.4k considering so many things that happened already. I wonder if Bren Esports is capitalizing well on the kill advantage that they have.
And Dilar here will be the next target. There is the shadow kill. Dilar. He's just way too tanky, and I think that's Khalid's thing. Like, Khalid will, as long as Khalid can press those skills, it won't really be a problem.
That's true. Again, the Khalid is, there's a good reason why the Khalid just keeps getting picked up here over and over again, right? And I like that. I like that the Khalid is, the sustainability for Khalid has been noticed by our teams, and that's just how Khalid is gonna be played. It's gonna be super difficult to dive on him, but Dilar somehow is just holding.
Kartzy, on the other hand, he's just having a good time. Just, getting the spoils of war here. Venus will be the target. Goodness gracious, look at this.
Oh my god.
Go. they're forcing their way. They're breaking the doors of Onic PH, and Onic PH, they need to find an answer. I think this is it.
Yep, this is starting to look like it. Onic PH, they are capitalizing on the lack of teammates here for Bren Esports, but Bren says we don't even need teammates. We will just keep fighting as long as Flat TZ is alive, and he is getting everything he wants right.
Yeah, Kipri is just doing work rock hard for Flap. He's not even going back to base just because the killing spree is working also well for Flap. Flap Easy. The Bloodless Axe is there, and he will get the extra tankiness or extra sustain that he needs in the coming fights.
Yeah, there were so many moments where Flap TZ could actually have died because of the killing spree emblem. He just keeps on going. Like, there is just no way to stop this guy so far because everyone who's supposed to stop him is also not getting the items they need yet.
But at least Onic PH is actually answering with their own offense.
Yeah, for sure. The offense is so great here for Onic PH. Going straight into it, Lusty with the Way of the Dragon. The Onic PH squad is running for it, and Few doing a great job of providing the damage output, and Carl TZ pulling up foil.
Oh my goodness, Onic PH just falling. Just falling like rocks. Oh my goodness. Onic PH, they cannot find a way to stop the aggression from Bren Esports. And the only reason why that's happening is because they get caught off guard. They get caught off guard like this. Even the dragon was there. Oh my Venus can't really do anything about that.
Yep.
Oh my Venus doesn't have the flicker. He has the purify. So it really says a lot here to the side of Onic PH.
Yeah, Flap TZ didn't even need to go there. I mean, Carl TZ and Few already had that in the bag. That's how powerful the Bren Esports squad is right now. And now we are on a 9-1. Make that a 10-1 while I was talking about that. And Carl TZ out of nowhere picks up the Esmeralda. That is a big problem, but look at this. Onic PH, they still want to go for the fight here. And they are not stopping at all despite lower on the itemization priority. Lusty and the rest of Bren here are back into the fight, and because of that, Dilar falls, and now Flap TZ, he is in position.
That was a very nice play coming out here from Bren. They catch Dilar, and they burst down Dilar fast. And Khalid, as long as he can't use his skills, he cannot sustain himself. And that was the prime example there. Bren Esports, they know what they're doing. They're just rolling with it, and they're probably gonna get the game number 1 W here if Onic PH doesn't find an answer ASAP. 13-1 is the scoreline right now, mind you.
Yeah, I mean, what is gonna be the answer? I mean, so far, I'm drawing up a blank here. Because the supposed answers for the lineup are falling down hard. Wise on the Roger, 0, 1, and 0, not even utilizing that killing spree emblem yet. Same with Dilar, supposed to be the solid anchor for Onic PH is the 0, 3, the 1.
The thing about this Esmeralda pick is they didn't really, take advantage of it early game. Like Iyaknu, he had the Avarice on hand, but the thing is, there wasn't even a fight that went on the side of Onic PH. Right? They were really banking on the fact that Iyaknu will have a good game, just because when you get the Avarice, you are expecting Iyaknu to just take to the other enemy team heroes. And when you have the Avarice, that means you want to force fights as early as possible so you can get to the threshold easily.
Get all that maximum gold. Sounds like a good deal, right? But like because of the lack of team fight capabilities of Onic PH so far, Bren Esport is running away with the map. Not even scared to go into their own jungle.
Yes, that is true, Rockheart. Onic PH, they don't have any more map control. Bren Esports here, they are just waiting for this Lord to march onto the middle lane. They're probably gonna try and just get that, while Kartzi here is giving importance to that orange buff.
Yep, and starting slowly but surely, the Lord is walking on the mid lane. It's starting to look like they're gonna have a hard time defending this. tower, because I feel like this is just gonna be taken over by Bren Esports. Look at the top lane and bottom lane minions going in at the same time while the mid is being wailed on by the Lord. That is a great position for Defender. Airstrike, Lord will go down, and the rest of Onic-PH trying to dive in on the backline in the mid lane, but nothing is going their way. FlapTZ on the back of the base just surviving like crazy. And look at this. The base of Onic-PH is now in shambles. How did they get back from this one? Hard to say, as this might be the last big team fight of this
Here
game.
just being very patient. He gets caught out with the falling star moon. Can they get a kill? And Yaknu is hit by the falling star moon, and that knock off there. Rockhart. This series is a lot. People just going in at will. Wow,
That's
it's
just
not like they're even trying at this point.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that Bren Esport just dominated the whole game.
Yeah, even Lusty playing around in the base of Onic here. Not even that afraid. Again, boom! Few with a Fed Airstrike takes care of 2 targets, no problem. Should be it. That's a wipeout. That's a W. Bren Esports cut a 20 to victory against Onic-PH.